Trust me, following God does not, especially if you're not in, actually I don't really know if it really matters where you at. It don't make sense. All right, so hi, I'm Karen. In this video today, I wanted to talk about another subject regarding the struggle of being Christian when it comes to believing that God is even real, that Jesus is even real. And I'm not saying something to you that I haven't personally struggled with for a very long time. For a very long time, I didn't believe that Jesus was God's son. It took me a while to even believe in God and start praying to him. Even though I grew up, in the church, but I stopped going to the church when I was like a teenager on up. And yeah, I thought Jesus was a man. You listen to other people tell you what, they think they are. So you end up believing them because, you guys are friends. And, he's a man or he was a prophet. Ain't no way he was God's son. Ain't no way, she got impregnated. There's no way possible. Hello. They're doing gene splitting, changing chromosomes to make the perfect baby. They finally cloned monkeys the other day. They're only able to clone sheep until China just recently cloned monkeys. And are you telling me there is no way possible that back then God could have done that? Okay, let you think about that, ponder on those thoughts for a while. When you start thinking about the bigger scope of things and you start seeing the bigger picture, it really does change your mind on a lot of things. But God has been revealing himself to me this whole time. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, but one of the hardest things for Christians is to believe. But I think more so it has to do with we don't want to stop doing what we're doing because it interferes with our plans. Believing in God, choosing to believe in God and have complete faith in him interferes with your plans of what you think your life should be, of who you think you should date, who you think you should continue having sex with whenever you feel like it, because that's what you want to do and you want to feel good for the moment. How you should continue drinking and getting drunk because you know what, that makes you forget about all the stuff that's going on. You don't have to deal with today's problems and you make the worst decisions possible while you're drinking and make excuse for it. Oh, I was drunk. Yeah. We make so many excuses not to believe in God. Oh, well, there's a whole bunch of other gods. Oh, you know what? All these religions, they're all, they're all the same God. No, they are not, my friend. If you read the Bible, you will clearly see that the stuff that was happening back then with the pharaohs and all their gods, fallen angels, you will see the same thing now. Same thing in the days of Noah. As a matter of fact, Noah's grandson was called Nimrod. His own grandson fell right back into the same thing, wanted to be successful, wanted to be this top ruler. Same thing, all these gods. Don't be fooled, there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. Matter of fact, I was reading this thing and it kind of blew my mind. And I was like, oh my gosh, is this the city of Atlantis that they're talking about in the Bible? It's the city of Tyre, Tyre. I haven't looked it up on YouTube or on Google. This is just what I read and this is what I felt. And I was like, you're kidding me. God created another being, angelic being, that he placed in the Garden of Eden. I ain't never, ever in my life heard this story. And I'm like, what in the world? Why is nobody talking about this? It's in the Bible. Why are pastors not talking about this? And I believe it's Ezekiel, Hezekiah, one of those. And he would even come out to the mountains and worship him. But this angelic being started getting vain. So he cast them out from coming onto the mountain. And people were in fear of them. And they watched this place get destroyed. Their whole naval ship got destroyed because God sunk it to the bottom of the ocean near the pit. I'm like, what other stories like that you've ever heard of? The city of Atlantis. I'm just like, man, just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing when you think of the stories that have been told and you not even realizing this crap is real. Going back to the subject of why we don't believe in God. We watch all this stuff on TV. We are so consumed in our lives that we don't make time to read. And if we read, our eyes will be open to what the hell is going on. And it's kind of scary. And a lot of people probably don't even want to deal with it because it is scary. They want to ignore it and stay safe in their bubble. But there's coming a time there will be no more bubble. Your bubble will be burst. And you will have to make a choice. You can't stay in your only positive vibes over here. It's not going to exist. I'm telling you this now, the day is coming. And the question is, where is your heart? Who does your heart belong to? Will it belong to your success, your money, you want to be safe and not be hurt? Or will it be in God and Jesus? There's going to be no way around it. And I'm not saying this because somebody else told me this. I'm saying this because this is what I'm personally experiencing. I don't even go to church. I watch stuff on YouTube and I read my Bible. My Bible is my church. My congregation is when I go on YouTube and I'm led to watch certain things. The churches are not preparing people for what is coming. And I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying it's great that they're bringing people closer to God. But you also should be preparing people for this day that's coming. A lot of people are going to see things happening and they're going to do it out of fear and not follow God. And it's going to be sad. So sad. So sad. So sad. The Lord says, trust in me with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Don't lean on what you think is right. Don't lean on what you think you should be doing, because that's the right move or it looks good. Trust me, following God does not, especially if you're not in the, actually, I don't really know if it really matters where you at. It don't make sense, especially when you ain't ever been following him. It don't make sense. You'd be like, why? Why am I getting this feeling I need to stop drinking? Why am I getting this feeling I need to stop dating? Why am I getting this feeling I need to stop being friends with some of my friends that I've been friends with them for the longest time? Why? It don't make sense. But following God in the beginning does not make sense. But as time goes on, it will. Seek God now while you can. Seek him. You can seek him by praying, reading your Bible daily. And stuff that you have going on, talk to him in your head. Talk to him. Talk to him. Death is not the end. So where is your heart at? That's all that matters. And it took me such a long time to accept this. Stop trying to chase my way. If it didn't feel right, don't push it, don't force it. Just leave it. Leave it be. Leave it where it's at. If you haven't taken the time to find out who God and Jesus is, I must tell you, I will tell you this. I made the suggestion. This is what I did. I asked Jesus to help me see who he is, because I had struggled believing in him. I had gotten this place where I believed in God, but I was struggling to believe in the whole concept and story of Jesus. And I promise you, like right after I prayed that, all the days to follow, every time I open my Bible, because I open it up randomly, I just open it up to wherever, literally. I don't look at what chapter I last read. I don't look up any particular chapter to read. I just open, and every time I open it somewhere, it led me to stories about Jesus and why this and why that. And it's like, how can that just perfectly happen like that? We don't have and we don't know because we don't ask. Ask. Try him and he will show you. Don't test him like, Lord, if you real, you'll show me all your powers. No, don't test him, but try him. Ask him to show you the truth. He wants you to come to him and ask him so he can show you for yourself, so you can see the truth for yourself. Ask. We have not because we ask not. And you can ask in all things. And don't be afraid to ask. Don't continue to live in ignorance, because ignorance has a price. It has a price you don't want to pay. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. And y'all take care.